Good afternoon, my dear students. This is S. Srinivas Reddy, faculty of Srinidhi Teacher Training Institute and Dr. Rajendra Prasad, B.Ed College, Asifabad. And today's subject is communicative English. It is very useful to all section of students. So in that subject, my today's topic is what is communication and what are the types of communication. So communication means what? That is important. The word communication is derived from the Latin word communico, which means a share. It is not merely transmission of information or meaning from one person to another person through symbols and sounds. Communication is nothing but it is going to be process the information in a particular manner. So when you are going to process information from one person to another person, what is compulsory? Language is compulsory, because whatever ideas will come, whatever views will come in your mind, you are going to express with opposite a person. So the system of communication is commonly accepted by the all section of the people. Why? Means communication is a social affair. Without communication, you can't expect that there is a society, because actions of the society is going to completely depends upon communication itself only. It may be Telugu or it may be English or any other language. So for the purpose of effective communication between two people, two individuals, two parties, what is compulsory? Cooperation is compulsory. And the next topic is what? Types of communication. Basically, there are two types of communication. We have oral communication and written communication. Oral communication is going to be explained about both listening and speaking. So next we will discuss about written communication, but now we will discuss about oral communication. Oral communication is going to take place between two people, two individual, two parties, by concentrating on listening and speaking. Because in oral communication, both L and S are going to play an important role. L means listening and S means speaking. So in oral communication, again we have four categories. In that four categories, we are going to discuss first one, intra-personal communication. Intra-personal communication means what? Communication with yourself itself only. So generally, when you are alone also, when you are in the society also, before going to do communication with any member of the society, first you are going to do communication with yourself only. So that communication is going to be called as इंट्रा-पर्सनल कम्युनिकेशन. अपन कभी कभी क्या करते बोले तो, जब अपन अकेला रहने दो, नहीं तो कोई भी सोसाइटी में रहने दो, कंपलसरी अपन क्या करते बोले तो पहले अपने आप बात करके फिर अपन दूसरे के साथ बात करते. इट इज अ प्रोसेस कंपलसरी. When you wants to do communication with opposite person, you need to do communication with yourself. So then only you can able to do communication with opposite person in an effective manner, right? So here, for example, you are walking alone, nobody is there, but some information will come, some questions will come in your mind. Some sweet memories will come in your mind, some negative thoughts will come in your mind. So whatever information will come in your mind, and you are going to do communication with yourself. You are going to ask question yourself and you are going to give answer yourself. Actually there is nobody is there, but then also you are going to do communication. It is compulsory, because if you want to live your life happy, what is compulsory? Intra-communicative skills are going to play an important role. So when you have intra-communicative skills, then it leads to inter-communicative skills. So in intra-communicative skill, thinking is going to be there, yes or no? And you are going to form questions and you are going to get answers questions within your mind itself only. So this is called as a intrapersonal communication. Next, second one, interpersonal communication. Interpersonal communication means what? Communication between two people, and also that is going to be called as a face-to-face communication. Nowadays there is no need to do face-to-face communication also, in mobile phone also, in Zoom meeting also, by using a different technology also we can able to do communication, that is called as a interpersonal communication. So examples: conversations, dialogues, interactions between two individuals, telephone conversation, these all are going to be comes under in interpersonal communication. So in interpersonal communication, what is going to play an important role? One is language and second one is body language is going to play an important role. Okay, so without having a body language you cannot able to use a language in effective manner. So for the purpose of using your language in effective manner, when you are going to do communication with the people, what is compulsory? Your body language, your expressions, your facial expressions, your gestures, everything is going to play an important role. So these all are going to be comes under in interpersonal communication. Intrapersonal communication, there is no need to use body language, but in an interpersonal communication, what is compulsory? Body language is going to play an important role, that is going to be called as a non-verbal language, that is going to be called as expressions. So this is about what is a communication and what are the types of communication. In that we have discussed oral communication. In oral communication, 4 categories are there. Out of 4 categories, we have discussed intra-personal communication and we have discussed about interpersonal communication, and tomorrow we will discuss about group communication and also mass communication in a detailed manner. Thank you.